GDSC and all respective guests. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's workshop organized by Google Developer Student Club's UUM chapter entitled With Your Own Portfolio Website. Many undergraduate students tend to miss out the importance of portfolio website. It sounds like a hassle for most graduates to prepare, but portfolio website is useful to showcase all of your profile and past achievement. Having a portfolio allows you to showing off all of your work in one place. Isn't it amazing? But the question is, how do we prepare it and what are the things that we can include in our portfolio? Hence, in tonight's workshop, let us dive in with our guest speaker with tonight's topic. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Muhammad Zulhusni bin Shukri to lead the Doa recitation. Mr. Zulhusni, please welcome.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening. Let's start our workshop tonight by reciting Kitab Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Allahumma anta salam wa minka salam wa ilayka ya'udu salam. Fakhina rabbana bisalam. Ya salamu salimna ajma'in wa ja'alna min ibadika salihin. Ya Allah ya Rahim. Praise be to God, the Lord of the world. Peace and blessing be upon our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions and for those who follow example to the judgment day. Allahumma ya Allah, on this blessed night, in conjunction with the Build Your Own Portfolio website, we beseech thee and grateful towards you in favor of all the infinite blessings to us, your humble servant, to live in safe and prosperous life. We seek a blessing for our flawless progress of this event from the beginning till the end. We seek a guidance to steer clear of events that will detrimental the progress of this event. Ya Latif Ya Rahman, please bless us with the tawfiq and hidayah. Please guide us to greatness, peace, glory, and prosperity in this world and the hereafter. May us, a responsible intellectual, grant us with valuable knowledge that will be beneficial to mankind in order to gain your madatillah. May us, a righteous servant, that follow your commands and neglect the sinful act. Please forgive us for our wrongdoing. Ya Muizzal Barakat, bestow peace to our beloved country. Preserve us from any threat and disaster, neither man-made nor natural disaster. And to you, Ya Allah, we ask for security and prosperity upon us, our leaders, and our country. Bestow patience in us in order to face the challenges from you. Please accept our deeds and please reward us accordingly. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Thank you, Mr. Zulhusni, for leading the Doa recitation. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin with tonight's workshop, please allow me to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Rohaizat Masnad. Mr. Rohaizat is a meticulous web developer with over 1 year of React.js experience and over 2 years of front-end experience and passion for responsive website design and a firm believer in the mobile-first approach. He implemented a new responsive website approach which increased mobile traffic by 20%. He's currently working as a front-end software development engineer in Xionix Malaysia, Sendirian Berhad, in Iskandar Putri, Johor, from February 2022 until present. He has experience as React developer in Budak Pantai Enterprise, Johor Bahru, Johor, from September 2021 until February 2022. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Rohaizat for the tonight's workshop. Mr. Rohaizat, please welcome. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much for the speech, our brother MCs, Mr. Juvis. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, all right. Okay, so as you guys know, as today we are going to build our very own portfolio for your future. This is for your employment or changing jobs or they are related to employment. Okay, so you need to make an applications that are different from the other candidates by adding the extra flavor inside your CV or resumes. Okay, so the portfolio website is something like crucial for our tech industry. Like they want to view our portfolio, what our works is. Okay, so they can review from there, and then the HR or department leader can review it and negotiate with you with your salary range. Okay, so the goals today that are we going to do in this 2 hours, I believe. Okay, so the goals is, number one is the audiences will be able to build their online portfolio. Second is they're able to create a website using the most known website builder, and then make your website live in the browser by using the website builder features. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I am Roy Zabi Maznan. I am a front-end software development engineer in Xeronex Malaysia, Sdn Bhd, and I have some other achievement during my past works that I have participated in the Malaysian Website Awards for the August 2017 and the February 2022. And in web design and also the web development, more than 3 years. And over 20 websites that I have deployed in the past experience. Okay, so during my Xeronex family, I'm joining the team, and this is my family. This is me and my another colleagues, also a front-end engineer. And this on the right side picture is my Singapore company colleagues and also the Malaysians. Okay, so let's proceed for the next. Okay, so who is needed for this webinar for, right? So we need to identify that there are graduates that are needed for this kind of webinar, because I will like guide you on creating a good portfolio and create your very own portfolio online. Okay, so the graduates, you just completed your study and wanted to impress your employer and then take a step further than the other candidates. Okay, so next is the thesis. You just want to learn more on web portfolio creations and how is it going to impact the future of your recruitment journey. And lastly is, of course, for the job hunters. Okay, so job hunter, well, you just eager to apply on big tech company like Intel, Google, Acer, or something related to the big tech. You just need to add a little flavor inside your CV, okay, which is the online portfolio. Okay, all right, so first questions, which group are you in? Okay, so are you in the graduates, HVCS or job hunters? Okay, so yeah, you can write your answer inside the comment sections and I will read it through. Okay, so we can have a communication from there. All right, okay, so the next thing is, okay, I see the HVCS. All right, cool. You are in the right webinar for learning the online portfolio. Okay, so what is actually the online portfolio? The your friends keep on like telling you online portfolio. I have the online portfolio. I put my everything, my works inside the online portfolio. Okay, so what is actually the online portfolio that are very important for the tech guy to apply or to make application into the recruitment thingy. Okay, so the HR is like, let's say you have many kind of projects on the past projects that you are doing, okay, that you are done during your studies, okay, or your free time, all right, during your tea time with your friends, you chit chat, and then you have project, and let's develop it. Okay, why not? Okay, so every project that you have developed, you need to showcase them. Okay, so how do we showcase them, right? We not like we showcase them through the A4 prints, and then you print out all the UI of your program or system to the employer, right? It's not like that. Okay, so now is using the online portfolio by using the website itself. Okay, so you do on the website, and then you put everything, your past work, your experience, anything that related, you GitHub, your GitLab, okay, your code, you just put inside the online portfolio. This is because the online recruiter or the HR recruiter will be like, oh, this kind of guy is very tech guy. I already seen their showcase product inside the online portfolio. So you have a chances, a very large large gap between the other candidates that are not provided online portfolio. Okay, so that's other thing. Okay, so and yeah, during my past experience also, I inserted into the company. I have the online portfolio. I prepare it all. I put my free time projects, my FYP project, okay, my client projects, okay, inside the online portfolio itself, right? So next is, do you think your resume and curriculum vitae CV is enough, right? So the answer is actually like no, okay? So your resume and CV is not enough for you to be accepted inside the big tech company or a startup company. I think a startup company is like considerable, but a big tech with a big environment, with a big kind of guy, like not a big guy, like a big experience, very experienced guy. Okay, so no. Okay, so yeah, if your resume is plain and bland and don't have an extra online portfolio to showcase, you just talk inside the interview, okay, I have this kind of work, I have this kind of projects, okay? So you just talk, you use this language, and then you develop this algorithm, the algorithm, okay? So that is not enough because they want a proof from your projects, okay? Okay, so yeah, it's too common. All right. So the other candidates is, let's say you apply for a big tech like a Petronas company. Okay. So a Petronas company is opening a position for the Flutter developer, and then you apply into the that kind of enrollment. I think you make an application into that positions. Okay. So there are many candidates that apply. Okay, let's say they have like 100 people applied for that positions, and then your CV and resume is same like the others, like no extra URL for your online portfolio. Okay, so during the interview, on my experience, okay, so during the interviewer will like open your website or your GitHub project. Okay, they will see your codes, how your codes is handled. Okay, is it clean enough? Is it, you know how to refactor them? Okay, is it a messy, a spaghetti code? Okay, so they will inspect all that before they accepting you. All right, so there are also like a 3 level of recruitment phase that are normally used, okay, that normally do. Like we do the attend the critical thinking interview, we do a problem solving interview, okay, and then the last one is the technical part where you can where is you get a questions on how to solve the problem that they give. Okay, so let's say they give an algorithm and then you need to solve it within the 2 hours or 3 hours, and then you submit it to them again. So yeah, it's kind of tiring, right? Okay, so if you have an online portfolio, okay, they will just view your codes, view your showcase product inside your inside your website, inside your portfolio. Okay, so all your project they will view over there and inspect all the codes that you develop, and then you give them the GitHub link into your codes, and then they will like inspect it from there. Okay, so they will know hustle to do the phase 3, which is the technical part, to do the programming challenge. Okay, so they will skip that, and then if you are qualified enough, you just need to phase 2 phases only. Okay, so there are no third phases for the technical part. Okay, so this is the interesting part, the most useful part. Okay, you just be accepted inside the company without doing the challenge, the code challenge. Okay, so it's one of the benefits of using of having the what we call it, online portfolio, right? Okay, so let's change your strategy and be different from the other. All right. So let's say over here we have like more than 80 participants over here. Let's change our strategy and add a new strategy by using the online portfolio tools that will be beneficial for you. All right. So yeah, by having an online portfolio, of course. All right. So next thing is, right, do you know the easiest way to create an online portfolio website? By using the low code strategy, right? Low code means is you don't have to doing the dirty stuff. You don't have to do the coding stuff. You just use the tools that are provided by the website, by the online. Okay, so there are many website builder over there that are available for us. That is our works. Okay, is our not really use our time. Okay, so it's really great stuff, a great website builder for us. Okay, you don't have to do any coding, like you do the website from scratch. Okay, no more or less that. Okay, so low code is also good. Nowadays technology is keeping growing in fast pace. Right, so what this means is, in the past, website builder is not really good. They have not provided very many features into us, and then it's just a plain kind of plan of UI. All right. So nowadays the technology is keep growing. They are providing the many features. Okay, for us to use, just for free, right? So you don't have to like spend your money on building a website, a simple portfolio, online portfolio to showcasing your projects, right? So many tools are provided with free usage, but with limitations. But it's still great for us to use it for our application to the to apply a job or to apply a role inside a company. Okay. So tool will help you to develop and deploy your website more faster. So are you familiar with these web builder tools? There are many others more, but this is the most commonly used by the other guy or no knowledge on the coding. Okay, so these are very good tools. So today we're going to use the Wix.coms. All right, so we will build a website or online portfolio by using the Wix.com features over there, right? So today building website sessions, I will use website builder Wix.com. All right, so before we get started into the creation of the website, I want to share you notes that you can catch up to my sessions. Okay, so this is great for you to refer on while we are developing a website. Right, so let me share this. Okay, so it kinds of long of my introductions. Okay, I need to copy this and then where's the chat? Where's here? All right. Did you guys get the link that I shared inside the chat?
Yeah, get. I can see in chat box.
All right, cool. Okay. So let's proceed to building our portfolio. All right. So to build your portfolio, the prerequisite requirement are needed. So in order to successfully understand and follow the steps, you will need to have an account registered on the Wix.com. All right. So that's it. You just need an account and then you can create your very own website. All right. You don't have to have another dependency like you need to install that, install this. Okay, no, you just have to surf into the wix.com and then register over there. All right, so let's go to wix.com. Okay, so over here, you just click on the sign in on the top right. Okay, so over here, if you are not yet registered, and then you can click on the sign up over here. Okay, so it will switch the page. Okay, so you just need to fill this field over here or just using these features to log in using the Google or the Facebook one. All right, so I have the accounts, so let me sign in. All right, we can hear another voice. Okay, it's sometimes. Oh my God. Okay, very long. Right, we go over here. Okay, it's loading. All right, so while I'm at it right now, you can start on registering or login. Okay. So over here, we can go to Wix. 1 second. Okay, so your login should be something like this. Okay, so once you are logged in, you should be redirected into this page. Okay, so over here we have a create new folder, or you want to create a new site. Okay, so if you create a new folder, it will be something like this. They have the folder over here, and then you can put your website inside here. Okay, so now we are going to create a new site. Okay, just click on a new site. Okay, so they will asking us a little questions over here. So let's say on the example over here, we just click on the portfolio part. So we are going to create a portfolio. Okay, so there are many kind of portfolios available for you to choose from. Okay, so for now, we just going through with the portfolio one and then click on next. All right. Okay, so on the next page is asking you what do you want to add on your websites. So over here, there are many kind of widgets that are available for you. So do you want to have a chat, or you want to online store for your website, or a form? Okay, so these widgets are available for you to check it, or you don't want to. Okay, so this is very good features for you to include into your website. Okay, so for now, we are not going to have the chat one, and then just click on next. Okay, so over here, there are two options. So we need to click on the edit a templates. Okay, so click on the edit a templates. Right. So over here, there are many templates that are available for you. All right. So we just need to go to this tab, resumes and CVs. Okay, so you just click this tab, and then they will have a list of templates available for the resumes. Okay, so for the learning purposes, so the first one, we can use this creative CV one. Okay, so over here, just click on the edit one. If you want to view the website first, you can click over here, and then it will pop up another new tabs and redirect to you this template. Right, so you can view over here, they have implemented the animations, the buttons, okay. They have the projects one over here. Okay, this is looking good. We have the experience, we have the education, skill, expertise. Okay, so we have the project. So this is provided inside the templates, which is beneficial for us to customize it. All right. So we're just using the template one, because if we're using the from scratch, I'm scared we don't have the enough time to explain all the features over here, right? So we just click on the edit template, and then it will redirect us to the editor page. Okay. It took sometimes, right? Let me. Okay, so while the waiting for this to load up, let's see the notions. Okay, so let me zoom out a little. It's kind of big. Okay. So what will you do in this webinar is you will understand the usage of the web building, the tools that are we provided by the web builder. We don't need any programming language, yeah. So it's zero coding. So you will start on the building website portfolio by using the wix.com and learn on every properties and components that are provided. Okay. So you next also you will create on your custom layout on designing the website more efficiently and understand every components that are provided by the wix.com. Then you will then make your website live. Okay. So by live mean you can share your URL to the others, and then the others can surf into your website and then have a take a look inside it. Okay, so finally we will wrap up our session and our sessions and start on Q&A. Okay, so our content will be referred on my personal website over here. Okay, so my personal website is having the a lot of components or item that are needed for us to create a good portfolio website. Okay, so over here we have an introductions and we have the biography. You have your name, your birthday, age. Okay, so we have to take this as our reference for this webinar sessions. Okay, so we have the experience over here, educations. Okay, so the employer can view all your informations on you. Okay, so they will can understand more about you before the interview sessions is going to be handled. Okay, so you can put everything, your skill or something else you are needed inside your online portfolio over here. Okay, so your features projects, right? Part of feature projects is if you need use if you are a freelancer, you can put your pricing over here on what services you are provided. All right. And yeah, this is the happy client, some of the testimonial article. Okay, so the part that we are going to use is the experience educations. Okay, and then a biography. This is provided inside the template, and then we just need to customize it. Right, so the template is load up. Let me change. All right, I think this one is different mode. So okay, cool. Right, so this is the template that are we going to edit. Okay, so they have provided the layout over here. We have a divider between the navigation bar and also the content of the header stuff over here, and then we have the footer one. All right, so first thing first, I do love to create a website that are minimal. Okay, that are few item on the website. Okay, so if the minimalism is implemented into your website, it will have a more eye-catchy for the audiences to look on your item, on your component. Okay, so they will not see many like messy stuff inside your website. You just need to show them what is the point of your website, right? So over here we just we can see they are hovering over here. They are having the change page background and the help function over here and the connected data, right? So on the left side panel over here, there are many kind of functions that are they provided over here. We click on the add button over here. So we will have a many kind of components that are provided from Wix.com, right? So we have the stripe, we have the text, we have the image, button, gallery, decorative, interactive, boxes, list, video and music, menu and anchor, social, contact and forms, embedded codes, and many more. Okay, so we are going to customize it by changing first the background page color. I do love white color. All right, so let's go to change it to white color version. Okay, so the white color is FFF, and then we close it. Okay, so we have the white color background over here. I don't know, my eye is seeing like grayish, I think my laptop screen. Okay, so next is we are going to change this picture, right? So we need to change it to me. Okay, so we don't want to use this woman over here. So click on the change image. Okay, so you just mouse over to this component and you have many function stuff over here, right? So we will have the setting, design, crop, filter, animations, links, help, and also the connected data. Okay, so we change the image. So we have to find the image. Let's say we have over here. Just drag it, and then you will be uploading your image over here. All right. So just choose this image, or you want to crop it or edit, you can click over here. So you can crop it like you're using the photo editor or something. Okay, so you can crop it. Okay, maybe you want to be center. Okay, so this is okay, I think. Okay, so we save it and then it will save as the cropped item over here, the new one. Okay, so you choose this image and then it will update over here, right? So other than that, we can click on the design button over here. So on the design button tab or cut over here, we can see there are themes frames. What this means is theme frames is the theme that we use is providing us. Okay, so they are providing us this kind of frame, this frame, and the other frame. Okay, so the discover more frames is provided by the Wix.com itself. Okay, so if you want to customize it, and then you click on the customize design, and then you can see over here there are many kind of design or asset that are they provided. So this one, like this, you can see we can change the border stuff. Okay, so this is taking the square component, and then we have the border. All right, so we can change the border width, right? So you can customize it, everything that you can see on the screen right now. Like we can like customize it something to corner. Okay, all right, so next is we are going to change this hello to our name. All right, so we need to showcase our name or show our name on the first impression of the employee site. So we have to write something like my name, and then this font is really big because this theme is having the heading one size is 100 pixel. Okay, so we can change this as lower, or you can use another heading. Like we have the heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and goes on until 6. So we can use the heading 2. This one will taking like 42 pixel only, right? So we can change a little bit of the name, and then the fonts you can change over here. So the default one from the team, they are using the work sans semi-bold. But I love fonts that are used inside my portfolio, which is Popping's extra light or semi-bold. Okay, so Popping kind of fonts is really like lovely for my eyes to watch. Okay, so even inside here, I'm using the Popping fonts that are developed. Okay, so this kind of fonts is really like clean to our eyes, and then can read it more easily, like not a messy fonts. Okay, so let's use this font as our fonts. Okay, so once you have edit the heading 2 and then having the font of 52 size, or you want to like having a custom one or 60, okay, so you can change it. So over here, like another text functions that you can have: a bold, italic, underline, color, highlight, links. Okay, so links means you can put a link to your font over here, to your text. Okay, so let's say your text is want to redirect to another page, you can click over, you click on the radio button over here, have the page, and then you click on which page that this will be redirected. Okay, so for fonts over here, we are not going to put links, because links is used to buttons, and also another like redirecting an information page. Okay, so we can cancel this, and then we can change the color by highlighting this. Okay, so I want this kind of Rohiza have the orange one, orange color. Okay, so it will change this to orange color. So if you have a difficulty to find your color palettes, you can just go to Google. So everything is inside Google, so you can find color palettes. Okay, so you over here, you can go to colorhunt.co, and then over here you can find your ideal colors for your website. Okay, so normally I use this kind of idea, like, oh, this one is having a really good combinations. Okay, so you don't have to find yourself the combination colors. Right, so this is very useful for you to having a very beautiful color inside your website. Okay, so for now I will just using the provided color from the Wix itself. Okay, so we can go into our site here, and then just use this orangey color, and then on the bottom over here we need to like oh sorry, before that, this kind of text is taking many kind of spacing between up and bottom. Okay, so we just need to change the line spacing over here. The character spacing is between the every alphabets that are available in this sentence. Okay, so we need the line spacing over here. We can just reduce it like 1, I think. Okay, this one is okay, I think a little, okay, a bit. Okay, I think this one 1.1 is okay for me. Okay, so you can custom the positions of the button also. You can just drag and drop your components over here, whether you want to be on the left side or middle side. Okay, so we just place it like originally placed inside on the right side. All right, so we have it over here, and then next is a bit about me. Okay, so I do love to give an heading that are more directive. Let's say we have a biography. Biography. All right. So we have named it as biography. Okay, so we have a biography, and then I do want some lining over here because I do love the lining part like this. Okay, so we can implement it inside the our website. So let's say we go over here, and then we go to the add over here. Okay, so you just need to search it like a divider. Okay, so you have found the divider line over here, or theme lines, vertical lines. So everything is provided by the wix.com. Okay, so I want to use the horizontal lines. Okay, so I want the line to be a little thick, not too thin. Okay, so over here we just drag it over here and then have a nice aesthetic biography heading. Okay, so we can change this to another color, right? So there are many kind of lines that are available. If you want this, and then you can click this or this and this. Okay, so every mouse over, it will preview it on your component over here. Okay, so I preview it or this kind of dot 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 lining, and then we have like this. Okay, so I just want to customize it, and then I want to change the color to a little light. Okay, like this. All right. So we have the line with the 3 pixel. So that is good. All right. So over here we have the paragraph that explain ourselves, and then I will just copy it. Okay. And you can write your own biography over here. Okay. So my website is just for the references. Oh my God. Okay. We need to expand this a little bit. Okay, so we have something like this. Okay, cool. I think that this font is not centered. A little left. All right. So we have the naming over here, biography, and also your kind of introductions for the employer to look all the audiences that are served into your website. All right. So next thing stuff is we are not going to use this button. We can just delete it. All right. So we need to add our own button over here. So we go to add on the left panel, and then we find the button over here. All right, so we have a many list of the button variants that we have over here. We have a theme button that are provided by the team, and then text with icon, and then icon buttons only, image button, document button, and the others button that are provided. Everything over here is mostly free to be used over here. Okay, so there are not really paid stuff, I think. Yeah, everything is free. Okay, so you can just use this button or this button over here. Okay, so for our learning purpose, we are going to use this button over here. So when you hover the button, it will have the white background over here. Okay, if not, it will have the black button. Okay, so we add this button. All right, so this button is going to be redirect us to our resume. Okay, resume. All right, so you need to add a link over here for the button to be redirected into your resume page. Okay, so we just click over here, and then you check on the page radio button, and then you go to which page, you just go to resume page. Okay, so how does it going to be open? Is it going to be in the current page, which means it will reload and then redirected into another page, or you want it to be in another window, which is going to be a new tab opening. Okay, so for this case, I'm going to use this current window only. So let's put it, and then you can customize the button over here. Okay, so if you want to replace it, you can replace it by clicking this button, and then it will open this, and then you can go to the media form wix over here. Okay, so over here, let's say you want another button, and then you can just write a button and then enter, and then it will show you a variety of buttons that are available inside the wix. Okay, so this button are very good button also. Okay, so you can just use it without using like upload you on. You just use this button. Okay, so we are not going to use another button. We're just using this right chevron button icon. Okay, so next thing is we are going to the layout over here. You can click this, and then it will pop up another card. And then in this card, they will have a background fill, text, border, corner, shadows, layout, and the icon one. So click on the icon one, and then you can click on the show icon. And then it will pop up an icon on the right side over here. Okay. So you can change the size that you want inside the button one. Okay. So the button icon, I think the suitable size is 10, right? And then we can change the color over here if you want to, and then have the rotations, and then the layouts. On the layout page over here, you can place your icon. Either you want to be on the right side, left side, bottom, top. Okay, so there are 4 kinds. So if you want to be on the bottom, it will be on the bottom. On top, it will be on the top. All right, so for now, for this case, we are going to use on the right side over here. And then for the alignment one is it will going to align your text over here. Is it going to be on the left side or on the right side, or you can just justify it. Okay. So we are going to use a centered one, and then we will have the spacing between text and icon around 10. 10. All right. So yeah. So the spacing is having a 10 pixel between text and the icon. All right. So next is the padding. Why this card is so big? Okay. So on the padding side, I think we are not going to use. But if you want to have the padding inside this button, you can put your number over here. Let's say 10. Right. So we will have 10. It's not changing. Okay. Okay, so this button is not changing to the padding one, because if we change this, the button will have the 10 padding between all the side, the top, right, bottom, and the left side. All right, so next thing we have the shadow one. So shadow over here, we can add a shadow. Just click on the add shadow over here, and then you want the shadow to be inside of the button or the outside. So outer is the outside, inner is the inside. Okay, so we want to have a button like straight to the bottom. Okay, so we just have to revalue it to 0, and then we have a distance, right? So we have the blur, Okay, so it will blur it into this kind of blur, and then we have the sizes. Okay, the sizes over here. Okay, so we are not going to use that extra properties. So we're just going to use a default one because I love the minimal design one. Okay, so not so many stuff is on inside the website. Right, so next thing is we have the corner one. So what the corner one is, it will having a border radius inside this container. So let's say we have a border radius of 10. Sorry. Okay, 10 over here. And then you can see the curve over here on the edge of the buttons. So it will have the curve having the radius. Okay, so I just want to use a little radius only, like 5. Not too obvious, the radius, just a little kind of edgy, not too pointy. Okay, so border one, if we put the border over here, let's say we put like 5 pixel, and then it will have the border over here, right? But for now, we are not going to use a border inside our button. Next thing is the text. So the text one, we have show text. If we disable it, and then it will not show text. Okay, so kind of straightforward functions, and then we have the default text over here. We can change it into poppings. Where is my poppings? All right, poppings over here. So we have the poppings one. Okay, we just use the light now. All right, so we have the 50 pixel, and then we don't have to put extra properties to it, and then okay, everything is okay. So the background fields is the background fields for this button. Okay, so if you want to use this kind of background fields, and then we can use it, or you want to another one, you can just select over here. Or if you want to custom your color over here, you can just add a new color. Okay, so they have the RGB, SSB, right? So they are kind of tool extensions that are provided inside the Google Chromes or Edge, which is you can use the color picker over here, and then you can pick from your screens over here. Okay, so let's say we go to the color hunt, and then we can use this tool to kind of find your color. So it will have this color over here. So let's save it, and then copy it. Okay, so let's go over here, customize to add a new color. Okay, so we don't have to this. Okay, so we add it. So we have this kind of color that are picked from using this color picker extensions, the eyedropper. Right. So this is very beneficial for the front-end developer to be used inside the your projects. All right. It's going to be really good, really fast development. Okay, so next is we're just going to use the black one. Okay, so we have the button over here. It will redirect into the resume page. Okay, so we need to add another button. You can just Control C and then Control V it, and then over here we just need projects button. Okay, so we can we don't want the button part. We can just remove the button. Okay. So over here we can just remove it, not show the button. So we can customize it over here. Okay, so this is the secondary button, so we don't have like the same We don't need the same color. We just need to be light. The color is it. It should be transparent, and then we have the text color. Text color is this color, I think. Okay, so the border, we don't want this. Sorry. So this one should be 0. They have a shadow. Okay, so don't have a shadow. We need to put a border of 1. And then we just choose this color. And then when this button is hovered, we will have this kind of color. And then we will have white color of it. Okay, so let's see how it's on the preview side. So you can click on the preview button over here to preview your changes that you made over here. So over here you can have the button over here. This one a little bit because they have the shadow thingy. Okay, so when we click on the projects one, it will redirect to the resume page. Okay, so we need to change that. Okay, so if we click on this, we'll redirect it into the resume page. Okay, so we need to edit the redirections of the buttons. Okay. So we need to go to the layout. So I need to clean this up first. We don't want this. And just hide it. And then on the hover side, we need to have this color. Okay, right. This is correct. Right. So next thing is we can put a little spice on our website, like having an image. If you have a signature or something you can put on your website also, it's going to be kind of attractive for the audiences to take a look on your online portfolio also. Okay, so it will be looking a professional portfolio. Okay, so let's see, we have the images. Okay, so image over here. So we can click on the My Uploads over here to upload our image. Okay, so I have prepared my signature over here. Let's track it and then upload it. Oops, why is it coming like this? Okay, wrong track. So into here and then it's uploading. All right. So all your asset will be saved inside the Wix storage. Okay, so you don't have to worry about the uploaded image will be gone or vanish. All right. So you choose this signature and then add to your page. And then you need to resizing it to an ideal size. So you can put over here something. Okay. So this kind of image is not really good. So we can remove it. I do believe it's this one. Okay, so it's looking clean. All right, so on the navigation bar over here, you can just double click it and then you change your website name or something that you are going to name it. Okay, so usually you can just name it as your name. All right, so over here maybe we can just put developer All right. This is on your creativity, on how you want to put it. Okay. So next is I cannot drag it. All right, let's drag it over here. I think over here is okay. All right, a little left. All right, it's okay now. Okay, so you have made your first landing page over here, and then you need to edit this too. Okay, so you can change it into your info, your phone's email, your kind of social bar over here. If you want to add a social bar, social links inside your icon, you can double click it, and then why is it taking so long? So set social links. It will redirect to the props.wix.com. I don't know why it's taking so long, but first let me save this. Okay, save, then to see. Okay, it's taking so long. Okay, so never mind that. Okay, so we have the first landing page over here. And then we need also to set our landing page is compatible with the mobile versions. All right. So you have the mobile version over here, and then it's already like aligned for you. Is like help you on aligning it. Okay, but you can change it. While you're changing this alignment, it will not affect your desktop size. Okay, so let's say you want to put this on the top. Okay, so you can just drag it on the top side. Sorry, it's not like this. Okay, we just need to put it say off here. And I cannot drag. Let's see the toolbar. Yes. So on the layer part over here, you can see the components that are alignment. Okay, so you can drag it on the top thing. This is header page. Okay, a moment. Right, so you can align this line over here, make it corrections, and then have the paragraph, little lines, and then your signature maybe on the right side, and your button over here. Maybe you can just make it a little small on the left and on the right side. So need to here and then your image over here. Okay, it's coming out already. Okay, so it's coming too late. Okay, so you have aligned it and then everything is looking fine except this. This maybe you don't want to show it, you can just hide it. Okay, so it will hidden on the mobile. So next is you can make it a little large. You maybe don't want this logo. Okay, you can just drag it and then have your name only. Let's see. Okay, align it at center. And then, yeah, your first landing page of your online portfolio is done. Yeah, I think, yeah, it's done. So you can preview it. But first, maybe you can change the animation over here. All right. So you can click the animated, and then it will show you a variety of animation that you can use. Okay, maybe this one is okay, the reveal one. You can click it, and then either you want to customize it, whether you want this kind of delay, having a delay or directions for this animation to be done. Okay, so the directions. Okay, so everything can be customized. So on the last option over here, only animate first time, which means when the audiences is enter your website for the first time, it will having animations. Okay, so when the audience is outside of your web page and close it, and then when it open again, it will having another it will have animation soon. Okay, so we just use this like this. And on the other side, on the biography, maybe you can change another animations. Okay, so what we must have inside our website, we must have the consistency, the design consistency. Okay, so on the other page also will be implemented the same color and then the same kind of fonts. Okay, so the maximum number of fonts that you can use inside a single website should be only 2. Okay, so you don't have to use many kind of font inside your website. Make it as little as 2, or you can just use a single font inside your website. Okay, so it will have a very good kind of clean consistency of your website. All right, so you can preview it over here. Let's see, and then yeah, you can have a button over here. It's having a hover states. Okay, so you have resume, the navigation bar. So if you want to see your mobile versions, you can, I'm sure you can see over here, but let's see. You click on your mobile desktop over here and then have the preview. Okay, it can be seen. All right, cool. Okay, so over here you have the navigation button. I mean the link to your home page. And then the menu over here is already developed for you to use. Okay, inside your website. Okay, so you have a name, biography, and then you have a link into your resume. All right. So yeah, it's cool. You have a very own online portfolio for now, but you need to add another page also. Okay, so next page is if you want to open a next page, you can open the menu and pages. As you can see the side pages over here, and then you have a side menu, which is over here is your pages, resume, projects, and contact. If you want to add a new pages, just click on new page, and then you can see a variety of kind page that are available inside Wix. Okay, so you can either use this kind of templates or you want to create a blank one. Okay, so everything is prepared for us to be used inside the Wix, so it's really convenient for us because it's going to save lots of times. Okay, so for now we're using the theme pages. Okay, only. See, so you want to go to resume page, just click over here, and then it will be redirected into the resume page. Okay, so on the resume page, like my website over here, we can have a button for the downloading the resume. Okay, so when the user is clicking the download resume over here, it will be able to see my resume and then can download it or save it over here. Okay, so we also want this kind of features because the employer might be needing this kind of resume button for their references, right? Okay, so you can go to the Wix editor. All right. Why is not closing? Go. Okay, over here. Okay, we are short on time. There are many things to be shown. Okay, so over here on the resume, we can add a button. Okay, so we go to add over here. Oh no, oh no, why is it? I think I need to push this. One sec. Okay, let's restore this. Sorry guys, I'm having a crash. I don't know why. Okay, let's go to the weeks. So we have our server here. Not published yet. Let's go. Edit site. Okay, so next one we are going to have a download button, and then we are going to jump to the form. Okay, so form is for the audience to submit a form into your inbox in your Gmail or Yahoo or something else. Okay, so it will going to be contacting you by using the email. Okay, first, let me have button. All right, we are back, and then we need to go to menu, and then we have to go to this resume. All right, we are going to create a button with download functionality. Okay, so we go to this button over here. So we can go to text with icon. So we use the same one. Okay, so let's say we place it on the right side over here. Okay, so we just need to name it something like downloads. Okay, so we can change we can use an icon. Okay, so on the icon side we can change it into an download icon. So we just need to write this as downloads. Okay, so we can use any kind of download icon over here. We can use this one, I think. Okay, so yeah, we have the download icon, and then okay, we need to do this first. No need to add a little stuff. We just need to have a link over here. Okay, so on the link over here, there are many kind of options that we have the web address, anchor. Anchor means when you click on this kind of button, it will be scrolling down into your content that are you linking into the anchor. Okay, so let's say we click over here and then it will be redirected into this kind of content, right? So we need to, we are not using that. We are going to using this document. Okay, so you choose your document and then you need to upload your document over here, something like this, your resume. Okay. So once your resume is uploaded, and then you can add it into your page. So you add it and then you click done. Okay. So this button is going to handle the downloading of the document. All right. So you can preview it. And then you click it. and then it will redirect it into this kind of document that you linking it. Okay, so this is the resume, and then you can save this resume also. All right, so next thing is we are going to do the form. Okay, so the form one, click on the contact, and then the form over here, we can have the Wix form they are provided. Okay, so if you don't want it, you just remove it. Okay, but now we are short on time. We just using everything that are provided inside the team. So we can go to the form setting over here. All right, so let's say the email is important, is required, so we don't want to have this submit button is show unless this email is input by the user. Okay, is filled by the user, so this button will be available to be submitted. So that stuff is can be handled inside the conditions over here. So inside the conditions, you can add a new rule for this form to be handled the form field that are available over here. Okay, so we click it, and then we have the if then conditions over here. So if this field email is not filled, and then we can have the submit button by okay, the submit button is not is hidden. Okay, so we save this rule, and then this rule will be implemented inside our website in the preview. Okay, so let's say we preview it. Okay, so this functionality is very useful to um, to avoid the spammers or something that are using the bot or something. If you want to avoid from the bot, you can use the reCAPTCHA. Okay, so I will show you later. 1 second for this. We can just use this, and then if this email is not inputted or is not filled, it will not showing the show button. Okay, so let's say we input it, and then it will show the input button, and then it's testing messages, and then we have this test over here, and then we can click the submit button, and then the submit button is it will sending the response after the message after the form is been submitted. Okay, so next thing is another one. Okay, so next things is we are going to create a submission table. So when every submission that are being provided over here, it will need to be stored inside a inbox. Okay, so you can see this this kind of messages inside here. You can go to communications and go to the forms and submissions over here. Okay, so over here we have the form submissions. We have this over here we view the submissions tables. Okay, so you need to publish your site first. Okay. Okay, so okay. They say I need to publish it. Okay, so we just click on the publish site, so it will be live. Okay, so we'll be using the freewix.com domain that are provided. Okay, so we just publish it, and then it will, yeah, it's done. It's live already. It's live online. Okay, so you can view your site over here by having your URL, but having the Wix sites because we are free tier, and then the site name of yours. So let's say we are going to resume. So resume stuff, you can see over here the work experience. Okay, so this all content over here, you can customize it, and then you can arrange it to your own creativity. Okay, so your project ones over here, you can add your project of like the system interface something, and then you can write something a little short of explaining the project. Okay, the project name. Okay, so this is the importance one. You need to showcase your project over here. Just use this simple kind of design only. Okay, so this kind of design is very useful for the employer or for the HR or the department leader. Okay, so they can view your projects over here. You also can like put your button over here that link into your projects that are already live on the website. Okay, that kind of informations can be useful for them, right? So next thing is we have published it and then we need to refresh it. Okay, so let's see our form. So we go to over here, context, and we just put some kind of text that are testing of the P and portfolios, and then submit it. And then, yeah, it's been submitted inside our online site. Okay, so we can see over here, this one is the, let's see, okay. This one is a real-time submission. So every time the audience is submitting a form, and then it will be submitted over here. Okay, cool. Okay, so everything is working fine inside your website. Just need to be a little creative to develop your website. So this is a perfect templates that are suitable for developing an online portfolio. Okay. All right. So next stuff is two missions. I have an inside check. This one. Okay. Okay, so on the ability functionality that are provided over here, they have a edit to add an application inside your website. Let's say you want to put something inside your website, like having a store or PayPal button, social media button. Okay, so everything over here can be inserted into your website. All right, so you need to see whether is it free to install or is it going to be a premium site required. Okay, and also they have a trial one. Okay, so be very cautious about this. Okay, so we can use the free one over here. Okay, so everything is provided is very like useful features for your website. Okay, so if you want to go to SEO, okay, search engine optimizations, okay, you can have the analytics. Okay, so everything is provided over here, and then you just need to try and see it yourself. Right, there are too many components and features to be explained over here. Right, so the media one over here is something that you are uploaded, or you can find a video from the Shutterstocks. Okay, so you can find an images from the Unsplash, I think. Okay, so everything can be found over here. Okay, on the starting blogging, if you are going to blog or going to post something like news or on your website, you can use this feature also. You can just click now. And then content manager. Okay, so content manager is basically something that are related to your form submissions. Any forms that are going to collecting numbers of data table or database. Okay, so SM business tool is something more like for the SEO parts. Okay, we have the customer management, finance, analytic, and so on. All right, so if you are a skilled programmer or something, you can activate this development mode or developer mode. Okay, so when you activate it, it will have some kind of extra extra information for you. Okay, so it will have the text ID over here for you to customize it. Okay, so inside the content over here, you can write a function over here, something. Okay, so it needs to be kind of if you have the knowledge on the JavaScripts, and then it's going to be beneficial for you because it's going to be JavaScript functions over here. Okay. Console log. Yay. Okay, so it's going to be console this. So we are not going to activate this. Okay, so next is we have a publish over here. Okay, so let's say if you have published your site over here, your site, but you want to change your site name. Okay, so you can go to the setting. So okay, website setting over here. All right, so you can name it your website as Rohaizat's Mazdan portfolios. Oh, it's a little long. Okay, so we have that portfolio. And then your website address, you can change it something like portfolio. Okay, so you can, what else you can do? You cannot update the favy icon. Okay, so that's all. I need to save it. When you save it, you can go to this kind portfolio. Okay, so it's going to recognize it as a new link of your website. So just now I changed it from my site 1 into the portfolio. Okay, so it will have redirected into the home portfolio, resume, and projects. Okay, so yeah, there are many kind of components. Okay, so for the Notions notes over here is a little guide for you to starting this creations of the website. Okay, so it's going to guide you on the creating an accounts, and then how to deploy it and have it online. I'm not going to show you how to buy a domain and then use the domain into this wix.com. But basically, if you have a domain, let's see, we have on the settings side over here, we can connect to the domain. Okay, so inside the domain one over here, it's actually going to like provide for you, like you can search it over here, either your domain is available or not. Oh, sorry, is Rise Master. So let's go, and then let's see, rohaizatmazdan.com is taken. So this domain is already taken, it will tell you. But if it's not, and then you can go and buy this domain and click on get it over here. But before you get it, you need to subscribe. You need to upgrade your free tier to the paid tier. Okay, the plan. Okay, so you need to subscribe it, the wix.com, right? So if you buy a domain one, okay, I usually buy inside the Namecheap's domain, because this domain is this web hosting is providing a very considerable price range. Okay, so you can buy it over here. Let's say you can write something like this and then search it. Okay, so usually I bought the domain from this website. There are many other web hosting provider that are providing the domain buying. Okay, so this is one of them. So you can buy it by using this ads. It's simply like $9 per year, right? Okay, so you can change the currency also, but it's okay. Okay, so you can buy it and then add the charts. Okay. If your domain name is less than 8 letters, okay, so it's going to be very pricey. Okay, it's even going to be like hundreds and above or something like 30 above dollar. Okay, so it's really kind of unique name because the buying domain, if your brand is less than 8 characters, it's going to be kind of branding unique name. Okay, so if your branding name is more than 8, and then it's not to be inside the category of unique. Okay, so that's why the price is really pricey for that. All right. I cannot open this. Okay, so that's basically my presentations, I think. Is it time already? Because not yet. Still have time. Yes or no?
We have run out of time, Mr. Haizat.
Okay. I thought my time is already end. Okay, so next thing I want to show you, maybe we can go to home. Okay. Over here we can see the resume, projects, and contacts, right? So let's say we want to hide it. Okay, so we want to hide this. So we just hide it, but the page is still functioning. Okay, so when we hide it and we preview it, but the navigation bar is not showing the page, and then you can just go inside here because the page is being hidden from the audiences. Okay, so this kind of function is very useful if you have a very large numbers of pages. Okay, so let's say you have the blog page and then blogs page, and then you have a shop, and then you have all men category page, all woman category, back only. Okay, so it's going to be huge. So the buttons is going to be handled by the mega menu button. Okay, so let's go to home, and then we don't have this. We can go the gallery waiting. Okay, so we have the gallery over here. It's the slider. So let's say we want to have a slider inside our website. So we can use this, and then we can just drag it over here and then just place it nicely. Okay, so we can use this slider like my project features inside my portfolio. So we have the slider thingy inside my portfolio over here that we can handle it, right? So we can also implement it inside the Wix website. Okay, so over here we just need to double click it. Okay. We need to we need to change the images over there. Okay. My bot is taking forever. Okay, never mind. All right, so over here, how the image looking, you can change it and then have in spacing between the images. Okay, so to change the image part, it keeps loading forever. Finish. Okay, so basically, when you open this, they will be showing you, display you an option to change the numbers of item over here. You can change each one of them, okay, and then you can having the links inside it. Okay, so basically that is what I want to show you. When we click it, and then it will be redirected into our project page over here. Okay, so it will redirect the user into the project page. So just like inside the portfolio over here. Right, so when we click it over here, it will redirect us into the project website over here, right? So we have over here. Oh, I think my internet is kind of slow. I think it's not loading. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the problem. Okay, so basically we have done the landing page. The resume page, you can have the download button. Okay, so you can customize this all, and then these projects. I think that is the important things for this kind of portfolio. Okay, so you don't have to put the bookings one, because this one is already different niche of your target of the online portfolio. Okay, so you can have the input over here, the text box, text box, the radio button. Okay, and also we can have some kind of the pop-up. Where's the pop-up one? I don't see it. Okay, we can have this kind of this one. Okay, so this one will have the pop-up one.
Excuse me, Mr. Rohaizat.
Alright.
It appears that we have run out of time, so we will proceed to the Q&A session from participants. Is it okay, Mr. Rohaizat?
Yeah, it's okay. Okay. Let me wrap up this up. Okay, so everything is I'm showcasing to you. I got you on this wix.com. So the basically thing is like we need to have a resume page, the project page, and also the contact. Okay, so this is a crucial part for your online portfolio. Okay, so unless if you want to create a single page website, also can, which is on the landing page, it will consume all these resumes and projects and contact. Okay, so I hope my explanations on how to use all these components, not all, some kind of it. Okay, so it's going to be benefit you on how to handle the customizations thingy. Okay, so you can use the Notion's notes also for you to refer on. All right, maybe I will update it on more detail on the Notion part. Okay, so that's all from me. Okay, so I will pass it to Brother Juvi. Okay, so to next part. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Rohaizat, and to all of our respected guests. Ladies and gentlemen, now we will proceed to the Q&A session. For those participants who would like to ask a question, please feel free to use the raise hand button and we will queue you. Or you may type your question in the chat box or ask the speaker inside the Slido. The Slido's link will be given in the chat box. Mr. Rohaizat, we have the first question. For accounting student, how do we showcase our project? Could you please tell us, Mr. Rohaizat?
Yeah, sure. For accounting students, I don't think it's necessary for them to have a portfolio. Um, because I have my friends that are also in the accounting parts. But if you want to showcase, you still want to showcase your like experiences, okay? So you can just build an online portfolio or something, and then maybe you have an experiences on certain part of the problem that you have solved on the previous part of your company or somewhere, right? So for accounting student is not really necessary for them. Okay, so they are mostly like using the CV one, and then you can just explain to the employer on what can you be handled on the company needs. Okay. Uh, yeah, basically, I think the mostly accounting student will not use this online portfolio very much. Okay, you can have the link in at your online showcase for that. Right.
All right, Mr. Rohaizat. So for accounting student, it is not too necessary for you to use portfolio website, but if you want, you can showcase your experience in solving your problems. And we have the next question, Mr. Rohaizat. How many pages should I include in my portfolio? Please tell us, Mr. Rohaizat.
Okay. So the most basic of pages that you needed inside your portfolio would be the 3 pages that we developed right now. Okay, so the resume part, and then projects, and then you might want to put your contacts also. So the recruiter or recruiter agent, recruitment agent, okay, so they can contacting you through the contact form, right? So it's kind of extra kind of um, for the audiences to easily contacting you. Okay, so basically we just need 3 pages only. Okay. If you want to put more aside that, maybe a blog for you, okay, maybe a blog, okay, it's really up to you, okay, on how you want to impress the employer on your field, right?
All right, Mr. Rohizat. So in portfolio website, we can have 3 pages, but if you want to add more page, it's up to you. I hope it answered your question. Mr. Rohizat, we have the third question. What makes a good website layout?
Okay, so what makes a good website layout? Okay, so for current website designing structure, there we are usually using like partition by partition part. Let's say we have an intro part on the top, and then we have an showcasing on the bottom, and then next on we have an gallery. Okay. So that kind of website layout is mostly used by designers out there, including me, right? So we don't have like using the sidebar, left bar, and then the sticky footer, right? So we don't use that kind of layout anymore. Like that kind of layout is really outdated. Okay, so we just using the single by single component they are going to display inside our website. Right. Hope this answer your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Rohizat, for the answers. And the next question is, what are the essential elements in our portfolio website that should be included? Could you tell us, please, Mr. Rohizat?
What are the essential elements in our portfolio that should be included? Okay, so essential elements that you want to be included inside your website might be something, a button for you to give the audiences and extra information or files like a CV, a resume. Okay, so maybe you can put a gallery of your project inside your website also. Okay, so when the user, like the audiences, is clicking on the gallery, it will redirect it into your projects. Okay, so this is basically just only for like tech guy or designers, creative 3D designers, okay, that are related to developing projects. Okay. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Raizat. I'm sorry, everyone, since we already run out of time, so I think we cannot proceed to the next question, but we will answer your question in the participants group. For technical team, could you please close the Slido link? Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Rohaizat, and to all of our respected guests. On behalf of the organizer, we truly hope that the workshop tonight would gain your knowledge and expose more about portfolio website. On this occasion, let us come together to capture this moment by taking a screenshot. I humbly request that all of us to switch on our cameras and show us your handsome and beautiful faces. And don't forget to give us your best smile. Now I would like to call the representative from media teams for the photo session. Media team, please welcome.
Okay, hi everyone. So I'll give a few minutes for you guys to turn on your cameras. Okay, please feel free, don't be shy. Okay, I'll give around 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, hold on. We'll just give me a quick second. Okay, don't be shy, everyone. Please open your cameras. Okay, we'll start our photography session. Okay, so everyone in 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, wait. I think I saw someone passing by just now. Okay, we'll take another picture. Okay, wait. Okay, smile again, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Okay, lastly, freestyle. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, everyone. That's it for the photography session. I'll pass back to our MC Juvis.
Thank you, Natasha, for the photo session. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached to the end of our agenda now. I would like to address a million of thanks to all of you for attending our event with your own portfolio website. On behalf of the organizer, I would like to apologize if we have done any mistake throughout the event. Once again, thank you everyone for attending our event. We truly appreciate it. Before we go, I would like to inform that guests are welcome to fill up the attendance form. You may do so by scanning the QR code shown on your screens or by clicking the Google Forms link in the chat box. For your information, the Google Forms will be open for 5 minutes only. 5 minutes only. So don't forget to fill in and hurry up. I am Jafis Gunawan and I end my duty as MC for tonight's workshop. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.